All right, sorry about that, folks. For everyone that's watching, there was a issue with our stream key, which is we have two streams going on, and each one has a different stream key. That was changed in the process, which we apologize for. Hopefully, we can get a few more people going.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Hopefully. 22-4. It's not been pretty by any means.
With just the second point, or second basket coming in this quarter.
Coach Dunn was vocal at halftime. He went into underneath where we are, because we're high up, we're elevated.
Yeah, I was confused when he did that. Obviously, we figured it out.
Yes.
We figured out why.
He was yelling at his guys to get them excited, trying to get them right back into this game, because this is a good Glenbard West team. He's trying to cause mistakes on this end. But you're right, he went into the locker room, or went underneath us, and we were confused because it's not halftime yet, it's the end of the first quarter. We've got and Renfro finishes to make it a 24-4 game. There's Hesh, moving around Malaga. Grace, right hand, won't go. Glenbard West team, they're real good. They're led out by Braden Huff, 34, Caden Pierce, number 3. Two very good juniors. They score a lot, 66 a game for this Hilltopper team. Their margin of victory is 27.5, and a good block by Rhodey.
Right now, that's my play of the game, even though I've never done that. But we're going to start that, even though personally, it's my second to last time you'll ever hear me, which is unfortunate.
We got a timeout on the floor. It's an under 5 timeout. We'll take a quick break. Out of the under 5 timeout, 24-4. Hasn't been pretty by any means.
Nope.
Yeah, Glenbard West will start with the ball. That's Pierce. Can't get that one. Grace grabs it. It's back in the hands of Grace. Sherman. Back over to Grace. Down to Rhodey. Right hand. Can't get that one to go. And here come the Hilltoppers the other way. Flying a half-court press. Out of bounds. Dunn wants to get some shots off because being down 20, you got to get some shots to fall.
Yeah, they barely have any at this point.
Down low to Rhodey. Grace. Won't shoot that, can't blame him. Sherman.
I thought he had an open look right there.
Can't get that one to fall. Stays with York.
Yeah, like I was saying, they haven't really had any shots because they've been covered this whole time pretty much.
Yeah, Braden Huff has done a real good job contesting that right side. He's 6'10", he can move quick. Down low, Rhodey. Trying to go up, can't. Malaga falling away, can't get that one to go. Rhodey grabs the rebound over Glover. Goes up, too strong with the right hand. Jump ball. Gonna go down with York. Grace over to Sherman. Yeah, she hasn't had an open look all day. Down low to Rhodey, that was a mismatch. Sherman. Glenbard West doing a great job defensively. Grace with a three, that can't fall. And a foul. Grace. Blocked. Troy Glover, 15 in white, just.
See Patrick Kastner come in.
Yeah, Kastner's going to check in for Hesh. A little more size out there.
Not lengthy, but
right. Grace drives in, can't finish. Stay down here with York. To Kastner. Out of the inbound, Malaga. Back in the hands of Grace. Pumps. Can't get it to fall. Off, up the floor, Pierce. Good finish by Peyton Warden. 26-4. Malaga dribbles into the corner. Rhodey goes up, got it to go. Dunn wanted a foul, can't blame him as Rhodey got undercut. A whistle, I believe that's on Sherman.
down 20 points heading into the final minute and a half of this half. What do you think that they're going to want to do at halftime to discuss how to come back into this?
They have to keep trying to find open looks. They haven't done a good job with that, but Glenbard West, they've played a good job on defense. The refs are letting them play. We've seen a lot of close calls on both ends that could have gone either way. Pierce at the line. Sinks them both. 28-6, and there's Grace. Back in the hands of Sherman. Brody drives inside, can't get that one to fall. Offensive rebound, Grace. Blocked by Glover and a foul. Pointing his head. The official that was.
That'll send Grace to the line, hopefully to push this game back to 20 points.
First one falls for Grace. He's had, earlier in the year, he had problems from the free throw line. He's figured that out as Brody will check out. Can't go 2 for 2. Pierce, deep 3. Got it. Caden Pierce makes it a 31-7 lead with under a minute to go at this point.
Yeah, they were double teaming and they left the kid wide open, and that's what happens.
Deep 3 too as well. Complete opposite. Glenbard West has had the open looks, York hasn't. But also Glenbard West, they have so much height. With the looks of Glover at 6'8". You have Mulcair at 6'7". You have Huff at 6'10". Renfro 33. He's 6'7" too. It's hard to get any open looks. That's off Kastner. Will go down.
Yeah, the tallest. Who do we have the tallest?
Tallest is Braden Huff. He's 6'10".
Well, I meant for York.
Oh, 6'6", Denton Rohde.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. Hesh is the most lengthy. He's got the largest wingspan.
Not the strongest kid out there, but that's okay.
No.
Still a great basketball player.
He is. Pierce driving. Kicks out wide open for 3. Can't fall. Second chance. Warden was fouled. Try to get the shot right back up. 1.4 left in the opening half. Not the start York envisioned.
No, not when you're down by this many points. Points.
First one for Warden. Off the mark. Blake Bennett, 5'9", he checks in for Glenbard West. Second one no good for Warden. Hesh grabs it, that's half. 31-7, we had problems getting the stream up.
There's really not much to say as of York.
Not really.
Oh, there's a tech.
And I believe Pearl got teed up right at the end of half, so that is a interesting way to end the first half. Coach Pearl gets...
Oh, I thought that was Coach Dunn that got tagged.
I think he was talking to Pearl. Could be wrong.
They said that, Coach. That's all I heard.
They were both there, right there. Anyway, 31-7, end of the first half. It's not been pretty. Second half coming up in about 10 minutes. Start of the second half is coming up right now. We mentioned at the break, Coach Pearl got technical fouled. We got clarification. It was him. It was loud downstairs. Coach Stone and Pearl trying to get that team excited for this second half. York trails 31-7 right now. It's not been pretty. York been held to 7 points, and Glenbard West has done a real good job on defense. As we welcome back Ryan Piquel. 7 points. It wasn't pretty.
No, it was not.
No, it was not. But that's what this Glenbard West team has done. They're ranked 7th in the Sun Times for a reason. They're just a very tall, lengthy team, 6'7", and a few of these guys will be on next year.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you shoot free
right.
throws. I forgot there was a technical foul at the end.
Technical foul was on Coach Pearl, the assistant. So it's 33-7 in the second half. Hasn't started yet.
Just the ongoing onslaught of points.
Yeah. I've said I think Glenbard West is one of the best teams in the conference. There's a nice steal there by Jeff Grace.
I thought he was going to dunk it.
You and I were in the same mind on that. I thought he was too. That would have really gotten excitement.
Hey, maybe this 2 points that by Jeff might turn the game around. It might turn the game around.
Put around. Malaga got put up on a foul. They had already 2 fouls, and we're not even 15 seconds in.
There was one foul at the negative.
Yeah.
Negative.
That's out of bounds. Will go. Oh, stays with Glenbard West. I think Nick Hesh was a little confused too. Huff moving around. Pierce. Huff again. Jump ball. I thought he traveled on that one, don't you?
Oh, I spaced out for a second. It was a jump ball.
It was a jump ball.
My replay analysis is on point today.
We don't have any replay to begin with.
I'm using it through my mind.
Yeah. You didn't bring your computer. Mine's dead, so.
I have telepathic communication.
That's okay. Yeah. Over to Huff. Instantly double teamed. York's been running that double team. We got another whistle. Timeout, Glenbard West. Oh, York trying to get excited with it. It's 33-9. It's a full timeout. It's a 33-9. Big second half for the Dukes would be needed to bring it back. We're going to take a break here on YSN. York came out of that timeout rather quickly. Glenbard West just getting out of that timeout now.
Yeah, why not to get through that momentum, get back in.
Exactly. Both teams 3 timeouts left. Dunn used both of his in the first half.
I think that was within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Charge. Drew Kircher did a good job selling the charge. So Zamali goes to the bench. He will sit. 21 on white. He is a 6'3" senior. Just adding the height to that. Kircher. Rhodey. Turnover. Pierce, good job getting up there. Drives inside. Can't finish, and a foul. I believe that's on Rhodey, and Kastner immediately goes to the scorer's table, knowing that Rhodey's picked up his third.
3 fouls within 2.5 minutes.
Well, one of those was a tech too, so.
Well, still counts for me.
First one for Warden rolls in. Well, if it counts for you, it's going to count up there too, because that's how it works.
That is how the game works.
Exactly. 34-9.
My extensive knowledge of this game.
Warden's second one is going to fall. 35-9.
You said that before it even went in.
I did. Warden with 10. 2 threes. He's gone to line a few times. Kircher pumps, drives. And that's a foul. That's on number 12, Andrew Dacus.
I think he's one of the shortest kids on the team.
Hey, he's 5'8". He, matter of fact, is the shortest. How about that? Kircher pumps, driving inside. Reverse layup, got it to go. York hits double digits.
Took a while, but
they're there. Dacus moves it up to Huff. Instantly double teamed again. York running, when the ball gets into Huff's hands, they're instantly double teaming, and that was leaving Warden wide open.
I think I've seen a triple team this game. Just once.
Pierce falling away. No, too strong. Kastner grabs the rebound. There's Kircher. And a foul, that's on Warden. Both teams are even at 3 fouls.
With the addition of 1 coach foul.
Well, no, it's been 2 regular fouls, and then you add the tech, so it's 3 in total.
Well, yeah, with the addition.
Yeah. You don't like that. You don't like 3 fouls already this early in the half.
It was 1 even before the half started.
Exactly. And you really don't like that. Hesh for 3. Knocks it down. Well, this York team is getting right back into it. Still down 21.
That's his first points of the game, too.
It is. It was a 3. I believe it was his first shot. Pierce driving inside. Try to get a spin layup. Can't. A whistle.
I don't think York liked that call.
I think there was more confusion. It was on.
Never mind. Yeah, it was more confusion.
It was on Huff. And he was instantly saying that wasn't on me. But it was on Huff. York bench again, they're right below us. They're loud. There's Grace bringing it up the floor. Malaga kicks out. Kircher falling away is behind the basket. Hesh through contact blocked by Huff.
Bobbled around. And
whistle, I believe that's on Hesh.
And you were right. Back to an even foul total.
Back at 4. Both teams could be in the bonus before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I'm always right with my foul guesses. 5.
You're right. Became a little bit more physical after the technical foul. Double teamed. It's a turnover for Glenbard West, and they didn't even get it across half court. And the Glenbard West head coach gets teed up.
Hey, that's our hey.
That's our 2nd technical foul.
And Kircher will go to the line to shoot.
This bench is pumped, and
that's in the YSN record book right there. 2 technical fouls in 1 game, even though we will never have a record book.
It was within 5 minutes, too. First one, well, game time, that is. First one, short. Jason Opoka was the one who got teed up. He's the head coach. And he's asking for clarification, too, on how he got teed up. Kircher goes 1 for 2 at the line. It's York ball, so the lead is cut to 20.
Make this a 3-point run right here.
And a timeout. Hesh is trying to get pumped. Everyone's trying to get pumped for this York team as Glenbard West is on a little cold, but
I honestly don't even feel that we're down 20 right now.
it doesn't.
It doesn't feel like that.
However, The score says we are.
Hey, we don't worry about that.
We're not going to worry about that. You're going to say this is going to be. They got to win the mental game. Is that what you're saying?
We're here first. I am going to say that we're going to win the mental game right here. You're here first. We're going to come back.
And with confidence.
That too.
I think that's how you win the mental game. You end with confidence.
Or you just get in their head. That's the same thing.
I guess. I'm not entirely sure what you're going with that, but yeah.
I'm just trying to drag it on here.
Okay.
Trying to drown out the music so we don't get copyrighted.
Absolutely. That's very important. The interesting two technical fouls
within this quarter. I don't even know if that's within this quarter.
Well, it technically is because Pearl got teed up and it went to this quarter. You don't see that a whole lot. You don't see that a whole lot. You don't see two technical fouls. I think we barely see one a game. We barely see one every 2 weeks.
We barely see one a year.
That's true. Now, out of all the games we did, I think we saw one or two at the Jack Tosh.
I was busy eating.
Yeah. You like to mention that, especially last year at that Jack Tosh.
Oh, that was my favorite thing. Favorite afternoon activity. It was free, so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what happens when we live stream. We hope to be back next year.
Oh, I will.
It's a fun time. Music is still playing. I don't think it's supposed to.
And we like that, though. We like that.
Kircher.
Oh, I was really enjoying that.
Malaga, 3 on the way from the corner, short. And the shortest player on the floor grabs it, and Grace got a foul.
Yeah, he's had 2 turnovers being rushed this game.
Right. That is the 5th foul for York.
Yeah, Jeffrey straight up tackled him last time. Just give him a little pat in the stomach right there.
This game has gotten real physical. Do you think we see an ejection before the end of it?
That would be pretty dope if you ask me. I kind of hope so.
We've never seen one before. Tipped on the inbound. Going to stay with Glenbard West. Malaga was the one who tipped it out.
But who do you think's going to get ejected first? That's the question.
I don't know. Could we see an injection out of the blue? We might.
I highly doubt it, but we still have a whole quarter after this.
We do. With the 4:24 that's left in the third.
We're still not even halfway through this one.
That's crazy to think. Another foul. That's on Malaga. I believe that's his third. It is. Sherman is going to head back to the scorer's table. He'll check in. Barely need anyone to sit at this point in the game because there's a whistle every 10 seconds.
It's 11 fouls. It's a lot.
We're not even halfway through the quarter. I said we might be able to see the bonus by the end of the quarter. We will. Pierce down low. Right hand foul on the way up and one. Ryan Renfro through the contact, finishes with the right hand. Renfro has 6, he'll go to line for 7.
Grace takes it up. Yeah. Trying to pass it, turned it over.
Hoff drives inside, blocked by Hesh. Kircher brings it down the floor. Sherman. Be nice to get a 3 out of him.
Nice to see a point out of anybody.
Kircher. Thought he had a shot to fall away, didn't.
Crossed him up.
3. No.
If he made that, that would be insane. The bench would have went crazy.
Foul's on the floor. It's on Pierce. It's his second. Huff goes out. First time we've seen that this game. A 38 to 15 lead. His York bench hasn't sat at all. Both teams are in the bonus, which is crazy to say. The left hand can't finish as Kircher.
Approaching that 3-minute mark in this very long third quarter.
Three at the top of the backboard won't go. Grace grabs it, immediately push the pace. Kircher, bounce pass Hesh, Kastner, kicks out Sherman, that's a 3. Can't fall.
Oh!
Only if he held on to the rim.
I would have walked.
You added that to the wrong team.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Saw that.
Hey, don't worry about that. We fixed it.
That was a nice finish by Hesh, though. With the right hand, almost hit rim. I can't do that.
Well, then again, you don't play basketball.
That's also true. I'm also not 6'6", like Hesh is.
Hey, I'm not 6'6" either.
Inside. Right hand off the glass, and another nice finish by Ryan Renfro. That's 40 for Glenbard West. Actually isn't a lot for them, oddly enough to say.
So you say we're doing a better job than most teams?
Yes, on defense, there's a travel by Grace. That's not ideal.
40 points is still a lot.
It is, compared to the 66 that
Yeah, we
they
don't worry
usually
about that.
average.
We don't worry about the average.
Well, they've played. Well, York, my interesting stat is that York held Glenbard West to 51. That is the least Glenbard West was held to all year.
Still not a good number, but I guess we'll take the cake on that one.
We will. Is Grace headed to the bench? Casey stumbled. Huff, plotting down low. No
We need
chance.
3 people to stop that.
Foul on the floor. That's Sherman. That's the 8th team foul. Sherman has his first.
That's 8 team fouls.
It's a lot.
14 if you combine them up together. Quick math.
Renfro can't get the 1-on-1 as the foul was on the floor. Casey over to Sherman. Very inexperienced group out there on the floor. 4 juniors and Kastner. Or 3 juniors.
Are you singling Kastner out right now? Sing it.
3 juniors, 1 sophomore, and Patrick Kastner. I was saying it was inexperienced because it's a lot of...
Yeah, he didn't even play last year.
That's true. Kircher. Inside. Block.
I personally didn't even know he played basketball.
Well, he was on the sophomore team.
Then again, I didn't know anybody that played sophomore year.
Yeah, he played sophomore year, and then he took a year off because he had that ankle injury that he got in football. And now he's back. So we're going to see Kircher go to line.
Yeah, last year was the first time I've ever watched a basketball game beginning to end.
Kircher knocks down the first one. Is that so?
That is so.
Was that the first Jack Tosh game?
Yes.
That's right.
Wait, no, we did that. We didn't start then. We did it before that.
Was it the Bennett game? It might have been the Bennett game.
Or was it Hinsdale Central? It was one of the games.
Hinsdale Central was last. That was the last game.
Oh, I don't remember. That was last year.
You were thinking of Lions Township.
Pre-COVID times.
Yes. That one falls. Hit almost every part of the rim, falls. Malaga will check in for Kircher. As Kircher goes 2 for 2 from line, 7 points for him. York has Addison Trail on Friday night.
That'll be the senior night, I believe, right?
Yes. We'll be there for that one.
Oh, yeah, it'll be me and you again.
Exactly. And then following that Friday, so a week from Friday is the first football game, Huff for 3. Nothing but nylon, make it a 43-19 lead.
Very excited for the football. They got the free sandwiches.
You get those. I don't.
Because I'm on the football team.
Exactly. As a manager.
We like that.
Yes. In the hands of Casey. Malaga gonna go down. Oh, try to reverse layup. Couldn't, and then a whistle.
You almost had it though.
Almost did. That's the 8th foul for Glenbard West.
They're trying to exceed our numbers.
It's Glover got the foul. First one from Malaga falls. And both coaches, actually all the coaching staffs, they have not gotten up. They haven't moved around after both coaches.
I think they know that if they stand up again and start arguing, they're going to get tossed. Or the two that got text.
Yeah.
Get tossed.
A violation of some sort.
I think it was a lane violation.
Yes. Malaga will shoot again. Can't hit the second one. There's Warden. Inside reverse layup, too high. Kastner grabs the miss.
8 seconds.
Sherman under 10.
Hey, he's made two.
That's
Two
help.
buzzer beaters this year, I believe.
Might be a little more. Might be 3.
It was a number that's kind of the same. So I would say he would try to get it into his hands.
Yeah. The 9th team foul for Glenbard West.
Yeah, they exceeded our number.
That's a lot of team fouls. Everyone on the Glenbard West scoreboard has a foul that's out there on the floor. Between Huff, Elzamali.
All of the people that are on the court make up for almost all those fouls.
Right. Doskis was, and then he went off. Troy Glover has 2. Sherman misses that one because he was a little too strong. That wasn't close to going in. Almost went into the recycling bin. Did it?
Would we count that?
Well, that doesn't count for the scoreboard. 43-21 through 3. Glenbard West has the lead, and a big one, too. Another near turnover for Glenbard West. As Rhodey got the finish. Steal by Grace. Kircher for 3. Got it and 1.
Very loud.
That is loud. York has scored more than they did last time. That's an improvement.
What did they score last time?
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess that is acceptable. But will they give up more than what they did last time? That is what we will see. We will find out.
I would hope not. Hesh almost got the offensive rebound. So did Malaga. Nearly a ninth foul. Glenbard West timeout. Full.
Will we see 20 fouls this half? Well, not this half.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
At this rate.
Unless York doesn't get it. Well, the fouls can go up. It just won't appear on there.
No, it can go up one more.
Yeah, it can go to 10.
I will keep track of that.
You'll keep track after it gets to 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to be the foul guy. That's good. That's good to know.
That's the only thing I know how to do.
You know how to count fouls, and you did mistake that in one of the jack.
So we don't talk about that. That was a while ago.
You stuck it with the fouls for points.
I mean, you never know. You could have 25 fouls if they don't pay attention.
Oh, well.
I would hope not.
That would be, I think after, maybe the 6th, that would be unacceptable. And I think that the scorers table, they would correct you on that. 6 is only the NBA, but, I think if someone saw 25 fouls, that's kind of a red flag.
It's a mistake.
It is a mistake.
Apparently there's 18 fouls.
Oh, there was a 10th foul added.
I did not know about that.
When did that happen?
No clue.
I guess when we were talking about fouls.
I thought that was a timeout.
So did I. But either way, it puts York in the double bonus, which I'm not entirely sure what that's going to do. York bench is up. They're getting loud. Work through, and a steal by Grace. Right place, right time. Kircher. Grace had it stripped, and that sends him to the line. He will shoot 2.
That'll be 19. It will not appear on the scoreboard.
Yes. Right. Well, it could. I don't know. I don't know if it goes past 10.
I don't know.
Either way, Grace will go to the line, and he will shoot 2. First one falls. Warden and Mulcair check in for the Hilltoppers. Lombard West running with a few subs. They both go out. Grace goes 2 for 2. 43-28, a 15-point game.
Hey, it's still possible. It's still possible. We still got a little bit under 6.5.
I believe Glenbard West's smallest margin of victory is 8.
Well, we'll make it 7, maybe.
That's hopefully.
No, we hope that we win. We want to win.
And a foul, that is 12. Well, Kircher picked up his 4th. That's a lot.
20. We have surpassed the number almost surpassed the number that I thought we would possibly get to.
Well, they said Kircher has 0 fouls on the scoreboard. He missed it. Malaga pulls a 3. Back iron. The short. Warden. Over to Huff. Inside. Fouled, and that's 10 in the half.
Now we've surpassed it.
Now we've surpassed it. Both teams are in the double bonus. Looks like every light on that scoreboard.
Except for the bottom row, which there's not 6 basketball players that can play at the same time.
Yeah. Huff will shoot 2. Got the first one. That is 13 for Braden Huff.
We'll miss the second one.
Kircher turns it over on a bounce pass to Grace. Warden nearly has it back tapped. Kircher deflects it, can't force the turnover. Inside, Malaga steals it up the floor, Kircher. Foul, ooh, couldn't get the and one, but he'll go to line and he will shoot two. First one for Kircher. Good. Lead cut back to 15. Make it a 14-point game. As York hits 30, 44-30.
Slowly but surely, they're coming back.
They are, slowly but surely. Kircher steals it. Lays it up.
Yes, 14. Hey, it's a 12-point game now.
It is.
At the beginning of this, I did not think it was going to be this close, even though 12 points is a lot.
Up the floor. Kircher another steal. Back down the other way. Lays it up, and we're at 10.
Hey, don't look now. I said it at the beginning of the third quarter.
It's getting loud down there, folks. Timeout. Glenbard West. York floods the floors. Drew Kircher has 16, and York is only down by 10 with 4:30 to go. I believe it's a full timeout. However, it's another timeout called by the Hilltoppers. 4:31 left in the fourth quarter.
Completely different ball game we have here, folks.
It is. 10-point game.
Still 4.5 minutes. Loudest that I've heard it all day.
It is. It is one of the loudest it's been all night. At least down where we are. 44-34. 4.5 to go. Huff. Inside. Goes up. Fouled and one. Through the contact. I think Rhodey should have fallen down. Had Rhodey drawn a charge,
It would have been a different story.
that bench would have yelled, screamed.
That's what we want.
First one for Huff. Falls.
The one and only one.
Yes, the only one for Huff. Huff has 16. He's even with Kircher. Pretty even scoring for that Glenbard West side. Malaga. Over to Grace. As the time is on the Hilltopper side. Kircher. Grace. Traveled. He did take that extra step, and it did look like it from up here. As the last 30 seconds have been a complete change in momentum all to Glenbard West. It's gotten loud in here for sure. There's Pierce. Mulcair trying to get free, can't.
I don't know if he's out.
He was. Grace's foot was on the line. Didn't matter if it was a jump ball, it would still be Glenbard West basketball. I think York would have rather had it be a jump ball so they could get the possession arrow. Wanted to travel, that's a corner three, that's good. Nothing but nylon for Paxton Warden, and that's 50 for Glenbard West. Lead back to 16. Grace kicks out Malaga, that's a corner three. Can he answer back? He can't. Warden grabs the miss, he'll move it up the floor. Huff. Left hand, got that one to fall, and the lead is now to 18.
And that will surpass the lead that they had in the first game.
It does. It's an 8-0 run for the Hilltoppers. Kircher, deep three. Off the mark, rebound goes to Warden. Double teamed on a whistle, that's on Malaga. How many fouls are we at totally?
Yeah, I was hoping you weren't going to ask that, so I'm going to say about 23.
That sounds right.
23 or 24.
I don't know, I've lost track.
I kind of forgot to count.
That is Malaga's fourth foul as we continue to speak about fouls. There are 4 players on the floor for York right now as we got a whistle. York timeout there, 4 players, or 3 players, pardon me, with 4 fouls. Those players are Malaga, Hash, and Kircher.
They might have to go deep in their bench if the game gets close.
They might, unless they stay out of foul trouble, which
is unlikely.
Yeah,
if you look at it.
Yeah. The good thing is Grace has only 2 fouls.
I don't think he fouls that much ever. He's the only one.
Cleaned it up from last year, where there was a few games last year where he'd get into foul trouble early. Kind of the same story with Hesh, who got into foul trouble early. You know, he's done a much better job with it.
He's fouled out of a couple of games this year.
Yeah, as the season progressed. Rody's got 3, but you know that's not ideal. Everyone on the floor right now for York has a point. That's good.
1 point.
Malaga has 1, exactly. Well, that's what we mean when everyone has a point. Not the same story for Glenbard West as Danny Mulcair doesn't have a single point. Otherwise, from that, everyone on the floor does for Glenbard West.
More than 6.
Yeah.
7.
Renfro has got 9. Pierce has 8. Warden has 13, and Huff has 18.
As all but one Glenbard West player is on the other side of the court.
And that's Warden who shoot free throws. Got the first one to fall. Glenbard West trying to get this lead back up to 10. Or 20, pardon me, going on a 10-0 run. Can't. York can end the 9-0 run that the Hilltoppers have started. Hands of Grace. Kicks out Malaga. Down low to Hesh. Kicks out Kircher. Malaga. 2:20 to go at this point. Kircher didn't mean to pass that. He accidentally did. .210. Pierce. Warden. Stolen by Grace. Down low to Kircher. Goes up. Can't finish. Grace can't either.
3 players waiting to check in.
Grace just stole it right out of his hands. They had a 53-36 game. Timeout done. I think it's going to be a 30-second. It will. They're going to bring in Wildermuth, Olson, and Rosenstein. They will all check in with 1:45 to go. There is a 5th quarter. I think it's going to be 5 minutes. Maybe it's going to be 6.
I think they played 8. They differ.
Is it 8?
I think they played 8. It's usually 11.
It is. It usually is 11. What was the sophomore game? I don't remember how long that was.
It was 5, and then it changed to 7 or 8.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Oh.
It is. Who else is going to check in? That's. Oh, I haven't gone
No clue.
This deep into the bench.
I don't think you have either.
The other person checking in is Connor Selfridge. We'll see who York is going to run with on the floor right now, as most likely all the starters are going to get pulled down 17. And they're going to have the, out there on the floor is going to be Wildermuth, Stark, Olsen, Selfridge, Rosenstein. So Kircher finishes with 16. He's the leading scorer, followed up by Gracie at 9. Glenbard West leaves their starters in.
Surprised they wouldn't change it, to be honest.
You're right, you don't want to risk injury to any of them, as there's Huff up to Pierce.
Oh, right when you said that, they're going to change.
Huff through contact, lays it in, and the lead is back to 19 as Wildermuth brings it up the floor. Over to Stark. Wildermuth, a transfer from Fenwick. That's a 3 from the corner. That's Olsen. Knocks it down. And Tyler Olsen, he's a 3-point shooter, and he showed you why. There's Huff in the corner. Skipped it over now with a minute to go, and Glenbard West calls a timeout. It's just going to be a substitution timeout. It's going to be a quick 30-second one. I believe it's a full substitution, too, for Glenbard West.
And it will be.
Glenbard West is now out of timeouts. Doxis moving up the floor. Glover turns it over. Glover forces the turnover on Stark. Into the corner, that's a 3. That's off the mark. Grover grabs the miss, goes up through contact, left hand can't, right hand again can't, third try can't.
A lot of cans.
Yeah, that was a lot of cans. A foul, that's on Wildermuth.
We're up to 25, I think.
25, we're going to say. That's a lot of fouls. 25.
I can do better.
Zamali knocks down the first one, and that turned on it for a minute, turned on the running clock, and that should not be the case. So we're nowhere near 30 points.
I thought it was 20.
We're not even at 20. Now the clock turns on. Wildermuth. Stolen. Doxis. Right hand finish. 58-39. Once we see a 3, that's going to be the final.
Or anything.
Wildermuth. Olsen, 3 from the corner. Can't knock it down. The final score here from Glenbard West, 58-39. We'll have a 5th quarter, I believe. Let's see if we do. I think we will.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
As the final is 58-39. Not pretty by York. Not what they were expecting. Hoping for a much closer game. Can't blame them either.
I thought they were going to have a closer game.
They did get back within 10.
But that's where it ended.
Yes. That was the closest it was after York went down early.
And we'll be back.
Start of the fifth quarter here from Glenbard West. I've seen this a few times. It was a new experience for us when first game we did was here in Glenbard West. It's a great gym. Really like this gym too. Real comfortable feeling. Ceiling is made out of wood and we have a travel. All kind of roughly the same color. It's a real comfortable gym to be in. Now where we are up here, it's a little warm. That doesn't matter. We have a fifth quarter to call. Over to Doxus. Into the corner. Pumps. That's a three. That's Cardwell who knocks it down. Make it a 3-0 Glenbard West lead to start this fifth quarter. There is Olson. An official is late onto the floor. That is odd. Olson. Redfern. Wildermuth. Trying to dribble out. He can. Skips it over to Olson. Olson, that's a corner three. Can't answer. Doxus grabs the miss, and he'll push it up the floor. Inside, stolen. Oh, nearly a jump ball. Glenbard West retains possession. Zach Hoffman. Hoffman down low, turns it over. Kicks out corner three, no. Wildermuth, that's a deep three. A little too strong. Rebound goes to Cardwell. There's Cardwell again. Can't finish. Rebound goes to Redfern. Redfern in the corner. Out of bounds, stays down here. We welcome back Ryan Kellen to the booth. He took a minute off.
Oh, yeah.
With 6:09 to go. In the hands of Olson. Redfern. Rosenstein. Tipped, back in the hands of Olson. Down low to Selfridge. Wildermuth almost tipped. Drives inside. Wildermuth a little too strong off the glass. Thought his foot was on the line out there. Wasn't. As Bennett brings it up the floor. Into the corner. Left hand and a nice finish for Alloway. Making a 5-0 game in this fifth quarter with 5:30 left. Olson skips it into Redfern. Rosen, oh, that was Wildermuth, couldn't finish. Cannon goes to the bench, Stark goes to the bench, Geiger goes to the bench.
Checo, too.
Your buddy Damien goes to the bench. There's another left-hand finish. I believe that was Allway who finished. The other one going to the bench is Nick Mattis. So a full substitution for York. Corner three, Selfridge, too strong. Rebound goes to Redfern. Redfern the other way, and a nice reverse layup to put York on the board here. And a timeout, it's a sub-timeout for York as full subs. Like we said, it is Joey Kenna, Peyton Stark, Geiger, Pacheco. Did I say that right?
Pacheco.
Pacheco, thank you.
Everyone calls him that.
And Mattis, Pacheco. Doxus moving around and a whistle. Foul. Doxus again. Fernandez over to Doxus. Fernandez. Doxus drives inside, right hand, can't finish, a little too strong. And a whistle's going to go down the other way. Stark. Your boy Damien. Kenna turns it over. Kenna the other way. Through contact all the way, can't finish. Second chance, can. 9-2. A 9-2 lead. Kicks out. This is Kenna, mid-range jumper. Knocks it down. Nice bucket for Joey Kenna. Making a 9-4 York lead. Geiger grabs it, doesn't let it go out of bounds. Stark. Down low to Kenna. Right hand, Kenna finishes. Nice finish by Joey Kenna. Make it a 9-6 lead, and Joey Kenna is a 6'2 forward. Looks a little taller than 6'2. He looks like he's a 6'3, 6'4. At least he does from up here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a three. That is good. That's from number 25, Jack Cardwell. Excuse me. A 12-6 lead for the Hilltoppers. Kenna, that's a corner three. Can't get that one to finish. Followed his shot. It goes out of bounds. And Stark was last to touch it. So we see Zach Hoffman check back in for the Hilltoppers. And Fernandez checks out. Kicks out. That's Hoffman. Three on the way. Too strong. Rebound grabbed by Cardwell. Alloway. Bennett. Move it around. Back in the hands of Cardwell. Olsen, Wildermuth, and Rosenberg. Rosenstein, pardon me, not Rosenberg.
Yeah, I was like, who's that?
Got confused. A nice steal by Nick Matis. Moves it back down the other way. Stark. Right hand off the glass and a nice finish for Peyton Stark. A sub timeout, almost a full substitution, as Redfern, Rosenstein, Olsen, and Wildermuth all check back in. 2:08 to go. Well, through the contact, he can finish. Andrew docks this again. Olsen, Wildermuth. Olsen looking for someone. He found Redfern. Geiger, corner three. Knocks it down. Back to a three-point lead is Jackson Geiger. From the corner. That's his first points. And a whistle, I think. Is it timeout? Maybe it was a foul. Fernandez will inbound as he checks in for Blake Bennett. Rolling near out of bounds. Fernandez holds on to it. Moves it along. Turns it over. Out of bounds.
They turned off part of the scoreboard.
They did turn off part of the scoreboard. All the players are off.
Unfortunate.
Well, those weren't even accurate.
Yeah, I figured that.
Fernandez
They didn't have the right numbers in there.
nearly stepped out of bounds. Geiger nearly got a steal. Corner three knocks it down. That's number 25, Jack Cardwell. Almost called him Jake. His name is Jack Cardwell. Geiger. Thought he had one more look. Olsen. Step back. Short. All the way. Up the floor. 24 seconds to go. Cardwell lays it in. Make it a 19-11 game. Do you think he wanted to dunk that?
I don't think he would have, to be honest.
Geiger three.
he was taller.
He's 5'11".
I mean, I almost can dunk.
Fernandez over to Holloway. That will do it. Final score out of the
5th quarter.
19-11. The final score out of the varsity game was 58-39. So York's 6-game win streak snapped. Glenbard continues to win, and they had a controlling lead. York fought their way back after
Brought it within 10.
they did. So York has got to continue to move on there. They have Friday night is senior night for them. Then they play on Saturday, I believe, against this Hilltopper team again.
Do they?
They do.
I'll check.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting last few days. This was one of the last games for this team. Final score for varsity was 58-39. The 5th quarter final score 19-11. The final. For Ryan Piquel, I'm Bobby Hessling. Have a good night, folks.